Take two of our recording. Yeah, so as I was saying, Dubai is quite interesting. It is a luxury city of, there's zero tax and opportunity. But right now, as I was saying in my past, is that right now something is changing. You've probably seen in the headlines, saying expats are leaving. And it was quite interesting, but nobody is really explaining, at least to me, no one is explaining like what is actually happening. What does that mean? Because here's the truth, guys, not all expats experience, Dubai the same. Everyone they've got their own experiences, right? Some can leave, some can stay. Uh, it's just a different experience from what I heard. So some can't leave at all. And depending on who you are, it's different strokes for different folks. The situation looks completely different. So today I wanted to just break down what's really happening in Dubai and what it means, right, for the Dubaians or the expats. So without further ado, let's unpack the situation. There's an ancient quote that says, it's an old Roman quote, that fortune is like glass. The brighter the glitter, the more easily broken. And when you think about it, that really is Dubai, isn't it? That idea really hits differently. Okay. So, like I said, firstly, this is the most important thing to understand, is that Dubai runs on experts. Dubai depends on experts. There's around 85 to 90% of the population that are experts, foreign nationals. That means nearly 9 out of 10 people in Dubai at this point in time are from, and I had slides to just show you the difference, is that people are, there's levels. You have from a CEO, an influencer, delivery truck driver, construction workers, and from different walks of life. The entire system runs on people who can leave. That's quite interesting. That's the uniqueness of Dubai. Because if people start leaving, even slightly, the effect can be felt quite quickly. So that's why I was asking, if expats were to leave tomorrow or today, what happens to Dubai? So, what really is causing this turbulence? What's going on? What is this shift all about? So, right now, there's growing uncertainty in the region, tensions in the Gulf, distractions, the traveling, you've seen, I'm sure, videos, and the wider economy is just under pressure. And even Dubai itself isn't directly affected. They say they're not directly affected. The region around it can feel the impact. So, flights, investments, tourism, all of it is basically feeling the pressure. And here's the key point: Dubai runs on confidence. The moment people start, like I said, if anyone questions the instability of the region, behavior changes. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, do you think it still feels like a safe place to be in Dubai? Is Dubai safe? Now, here's where most people stop conversation. They just say people are leaving, but that doesn't explain anything, because not all expats are the same. So, like I said in my previous, sorry, I had to redo this video, but there's three types of experts, really. You have to understand the breakdown. First is your group one, your tier one, the wealthy experts. They fly in their private jets, they fly in and out. Dubai is a choice. They have flexibility, options, mobility. If things feel uncertain, they can leave, and quickly. And that matters because they bring a lot of money into the system. They are the oil in the system, so to speak. So middle class expats are your second level, right? like I said, people like myself, professionals, middle group employees, people that are actually building careers in this group is the toughest mentally, because leaving isn't easy. And I think I mentioned that I saw on the news here in the UK that this is the group that has to see their options in terms of tax. There is a tax risk, uh, but saying you can't just be like, okay, let me go home, wherever home is. They're stuck between financial consequences and uncertainty. So let me ask you this: if you were in this position, would you stay or would you go? I'll pause there for you to think about that. But there's group three, which I feel are the real builders of Dubai, like the migrants from India, Africa. These are your people that you don't see there at the back of a bus, right? These are migrant workers that are hard workers as well. And these are people that you don't get to talk about, or you don't hear about them. It's, they don't talk much, they just do the work. Migrant workers, many, of them don't have the same freedom to leave. Their jobs, visas, and living situations are all, you know, they're all just part of they can't just pack up and go. So Dubai grows faster when people believe in it. Real estate, tourism, business, it all depends on, it's like a confidence. That's the currency. Confidence is the currency there. I should put it that way. But that also means the system is sensitive. If people hesitate, things slow down. So Dubai isn't just a city, it's confidence driven. It's a system that's driven on confidence. If people feel safe, they stay. They come and stay. If there's uncertainty, they want to go. Um, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in any country, but we have 85 to 90% of experts there, because most people there are temporary. you know I think you're only allowed residency. Well, you're not allowed, like, you can't get like permanent. I have a friend of mine that lived for years there, but yeah, no residence, no passport, no nothing to show for it. So even a small shift can create that. Yeah, it can. The reputation is on the line here. So the version you see online and the version people actually live, both are different, you know, but they don't affect people equally, you know. Dubai still is a safe haven, or is it? If we can know for sure, it's being tested at this point. So who has it hardest right now? So finally, in closing, Dubai isn't collapsing, we know, but it is being tested in place, a place built in global confidence. Even a small doubt can really break or make you, right? It changes everything. So, guys, let me know what you think. I do apologize that my sound just went haywire in the live stream. I will be removing or unlisting it. I will drop this recording in. Don't forget to like and, hit a subscribe notification, and let us know. Like I said, there's an old quote, Roman quote, as I said: fortune is like glass, the brighter the glitter, the more easily broken. And when you think about it, that is Dubai. So I will see you in the next one, my people.